All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Good morning and good night, good afternoon to everybody. I know people watch these videos in different times, but I just want to say welcome to this channel. It's been a crazy last 48 hours ever since Trump is the president elect. Could you guys did you guys know that? Did you guys know that Trump is the president now elect, and in January he will be the sitting president? I just wanted to remind people. So we have a lot going on. I got to talk to you guys about. I really, I'm in shock that this is happening, but I do have a huge announcement for you guys. So I want to play the last 48 hours for you guys, and specifically for liberals, because this is something that not even I could have imagined. I didn't think that he would win the popular vote. He won the popular vote. He swept all the swing states. Black men voted for him in high numbers. Latino men, white women, right? Like it was Hispanic women. It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life. But I want to talk to you guys about the last 48 hours. I'm going to read something to you guys. And by the way, smash the like button. We got a lot to talk about. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Here we go. The last 24 hours. Since Trump is not even in office, but he's been president-elect for 48 hours. Number one, call with Putin to end Russia-Ukraine war. It was announced that Putin is looking forward to negotiating, and he says that he would also be willing to call Donald Trump himself. He said it himself because he had like a big Russian event. I'm not sure what the name was, but it was a conference where, once somebody wins in the United States of America, he got up there, he spoke about Russia and where Russia is at in the world. And he said that if it's up to him, he'd call Donald Trump first. So they're going to have a call and talk about peace. That's already happening. In 48 hours, in the first 24 hours, Putin got up there and said, I am willing to call him myself. He doesn't even have to call me. I'll call him myself because I want peace. It took less than 24 hours for Trump to be president-elect, for Russia's president, Vladimir Putin, to say, hey, hello, I want to talk to you guys. I want peace. All right. Number two, a ceasefire with Iran. Hamas calls for immediate end to war and ceasefire with Iran. That's 2 and 3. And number 4, China hopes for peaceful coexistence with America. They put out an article last night saying that they would love a peaceful coexistence. Why are all these people all of a sudden, all these countries all of a sudden calling in, posting and saying we want peace? This is crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Less than 48 hours since Trump has been in office, ladies and gentlemen, we got China literally calling for peace, a peaceful coexistence. We have Hamas saying that they would love an immediate end to this war. We have Iran saying that they want a ceasefire. And we have Russia, Ukraine about to end. Dad is home. Daddy's home. Is that what they're saying? Somebody said no peace with Islam. My brother, get out of here. We don't need people that are negative like that. We want peace with the world. As long as we live, as long as we're alive and we have grandchildren and we have children and we're here, I want peace with Islam. It's possible. Stop saying it's not, because Muslims voted for Trump. Muslims in Michigan said they're voting for Trump and they did it. So please stop your shit about Islam. Stop this groyper bullshit, because it's all a lie. Muslims in the United States of America got up and they voted for Trump. Jews voted for Trump. You don't need to trust any of these people. But just know that a peaceful coexistence in the United States of America is possible, because even they voted for Trump. So get over yourself. Anyways, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. So we got, this is beautiful. I'm telling you, a lot of you don't like, I don't trust Putin myself, but Putin says he wants peace. Putin says it's not beneath him to call Donald Trump himself, because he wants peace. These are things that are happening today, right now, in the United States of America. Also, oh my God, in the last 24 hours, the biggest one, Why am I so happy? I just want you guys to see what just happened. In New York City, I got breaking news about what just happened in New York City. Trump is not even president yet. And this is the breaking news from New York City.
News, the mayor just announced that the city will no longer issue vouchers to migrants to pay for food, ending a controversial program that had repeatedly come under attack by conservatives and others.
This pilot program in New York City, drenched in both humanity and controversy, distributed debit cards to migrant families staying in city-funded hotels and allowing them to buy their own food. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Onier following the breaking news for us. Josh?
Bill, it's a program.
Trump is not even he's not even sitting president yet. He's not even sitting president yet. Not even sitting president yet. And they're already ending the benefits for illegal migration. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not making this up. There is a downside to this. And I told you guys, evil will always try to prevail. Because I believe in Jesus Christ and because I believe in God, we will win. We will win. Everything will be good. But it's about to get crazy in the United States of America. I want you guys to be prepared for this, because if they are no longer getting vouchers and free food and free stuff, at some point you got to ask yourself what's about to happen. So that's a question that I'm going to leave up to you guys and up to the government and how they want to handle this. But ending these vouchers is about to make a lot of people mad. And we got a lot to talk about when it comes to that. But let's keep playing this.
Program that, as you say, generated plenty of controversy, but now its absence may raise even more questions. The so-called Immediate Response Cards pilot program was designed to help feed migrant families who'd found themselves in New York with no way to afford food. The one-year contract provided what the city described as culturally relevant food to 2,600 migrant families, allowing them to basically buy what they wanted. A family of four with two kids under 5 got about $350 per week to cover food in a program the city said would actually save taxpayers millions a year. It also reduced food waste. You may remember the food the city had been providing in migrant shelters was seen as not culturally sensitive to the needs of some migrant groups, and it ended up just going to waste. For more than a year, the city was groaning under the weight of more than 200,000 asylum seekers. Officials say the migrant population has actually reduced lately. In fact, a massive shelter on Roosevelt Island is in the process of closing.
They're leaving. They're leaving because they know that the government lied to them. They're leaving because the Democrats were using them as pawns. A lot of these people came here because the Democrats told them that they were welcomed here. They had caravans coming all the way up, and Mexico just let them through. And our government let them in. But a lot of them are leaving because they know what's about to happen. So like I said, I think that there's going to be some bad. I do. But a lot of them are leaving because they know that the Democrats lied to them. They let these people. Once again, I want to talk about this real quick because it's important to talk about this. Democrats in New York City that told these people to come here because it's good for them. And, we got you. We're not going to leave anybody behind. They lied to them. They lied to these people. They put them in hotels. They gave them this lavish lifestyle because they thought that they would win the election. Now they lost the election. Now these people have to go back home with their families after almost dying trying to get here. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And it's not just Latinos. It's people from all over the world that came here because the Democrats told them to come here. And now the Democrats have left them out to dry. They don't even care about these people anymore. It's one of the craziest stories ever. I'm telling you. I have another big story about this. I'm going to try to find it real quick. Stick with me here. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. About what they're doing as a whole. Oscar L. Blue posted this yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to try to find it here. This is crazy right here.
Believe it or not, Grant, I said it before, on the day of the elections, massive caravan, 3,000 people started walking And just as people knowing on the 6th of November, the migrants and everybody started noticing that Donald Trump just became president. The Mexican authorities started acting and started going to this large group, trying to decrease the large group from continuing to walk on the north of the state of Chiapas to go in direction to the northern borders of Mexico with the United States. Started telling them, the migrants, that you continue to walk, you can have an accident, possibly, you can dehydrate yourself, go back and do your process correctly. The migrants started, we started asking them, what are their thoughts of now Donald Trump winning the presidency and becoming the 47th president? They said that they are completely disappointed, that they were thinking that Kamala Harris was going to win.
Look at that. I just want you guys to see. I want you guys to witness this with me. There was a massive caravan about to come because they thought Kamala would win. The Mexican government started to panic when they saw that Donald Trump was going to win and told these people, hey, you got to start going back. You can't come in here. So we was right. Democrats kept leading people in. Hey, we're going to win. Let's keep leading these people in and let's bring them to these swing states, right? People were saying that's a wild conspiracy theory by Elon Musk, that they want people to come in, start living in these swing states, and next thing you know, there won't be any swing states. It's all going to be blue. All of a sudden, Trump becomes president. Now Mexico wants to do their job and stop the caravans. They want to stop the caravans and stop. Now, all of a sudden, they care about how many people are dying coming over here, how many people are trafficked coming over here, the missing children. Now, all of a sudden, Mexico cares. They're turning them back because Trump is president. All of a sudden, now the wars, China, everybody that was acting up and acting tough, they're not acting tough anymore because they know what time it is. Susie Wiles, chief of staff, Trump makes a move for his first 48 hours. We already have a chief of staff. We're about to get a whole bunch of news, but I just want you to see the way the world is falling in line because somebody's about to become president. Hamas is even saying they want to end the war. There's consequences for elections, good or bad. There's going to be a result to an election. And now they're turning these people back and telling them to go home. Can't come here anymore.
Trump winning the presidency and become.
Somebody said, don't trust Hamas. I don't trust Israel. I don't trust any other country other than the United States of America. And I don't even trust our own damn government. So I'm not going to trust anybody else's government and what they're saying. I'm going to trust that we, as the United States of America, can mediate these wars because that's the role that we have been given. The role that we have been given is to mediate and make sure that things are not getting out of control because we are the world's superpower. It's just the way things work. It's the world I was brought to. When I was born in 1997, and I know it sounds crazy for some of you guys, but I was born in 1997. When I was born in 1997, I didn't know what world I was going to come into, but the world that I did come into was the world that, hey, the United States of America is a superpower. I didn't choose that, but guess what? We are. So we got a lot of work to do, but I just want you guys to see that I can't even believe what I'm seeing. And we haven't even gotten to the domestic part yet, right? Things that are happening inside of America, of the United States of America. I'm talking about foreign, because foreign doesn't, like, domestic is one thing, but foreign, man, that is a whole nother place, another world. And you had the rise of BRICS, South Africa, right? Iran. You had the rise of China, Russia alliance. You had the rise of all these people. Trump comes, cuts it down the middle. Pow! First day, yeah. None of that stuff is going to work. You guys are trying to overthrow us and Kamala, Joe Biden, letting it happen. Well, let's keep talking about this right here.
And started going to this large group, trying to decrease the large group from continuing to walk on the north of the state of Chiapas to go in direction to the northern borders of Mexico with the United States. Started telling them, the migrants, that you continue to walk, you can have an accident, possibly, you can dehydrate yourself, go back and do your process correctly. The migrants started, we started asking them, what are their thoughts of now Donald Trump winning the presidency and becoming the 47th president? They said that they are completely disappointed, that they were thinking that Kamala Harris was going to win. And now that it's going to be extremely difficult for them to enter the United States of America because they know that there's going to be a massive deportation.
All right, Oscar, let me get this straight. So Mexico now taking an active role in trying to discourage the caravans. This, to me, means that while Joe Biden was president and Kamala Harris, the borders are, they could have actively taken a role for the last 4 years and didn't. Is that a safe assessment?
Yes, it's a safe assessment. And I will tell you one thing that Donald Trump loves this word, and it is called tariff. This is the reason why the Mexican authorities, they started acting. When he was president, he put a threat of a tariff of a 5% tariff in the automobile industry, avocado and beer. Now that he has taken power again, he said to he sent a message to the new Mexican president, said, if you continue with this, I will put 25% tariffs on everything that you're sending to the United States. So now the Mexican president had known that he has become president. They're started acting. Now, slowly, they're going to start acting. But it doesn't take away the fact, Grant, there is going to be a massive flow on these last 2 months arriving to the borders, trying to make it and trying to reach for it.
Yeah. Well, great reporting, Oscar. And
Oscar El Blue, friend of the show. We've had him on the show before. Unbelievable talent. He lives in Mexico. He covers all this stuff. He covers the border. He covers everything that is happening out there and the dangers that the United States government does not tell us people go through to try to make it here because Democrats constantly keep inviting people. All right, here we go. Now I want to talk about the rhetoric. Right? Another thing I can't believe is happening is the fact that, remember how a lot of Democrats kept trying to paint this picture to people that, oh, if Trump becomes president, you're going to wake up the next day a slave, which is crazy, absolutely absurd. Crazy that somebody would even say that and make people believe that we're gonna get locked up. A whole bunch of people are gonna get deported, even though they're legal, right? Like we're here, we're born here, we're American citizens, but you know, all these different things that people kept saying, the rhetoric of these wild individuals because they were campaigning. Take a listen to this.
As Gabe mentioned, this administration message to millions of Americans that they're going to wake up day after the election if Trump won and have their rights stripped away, that democracy would crumble, and the president said today we're going to be okay. So how do you square that?
I can't square that. I'm going to square that in a way that hopefully makes sense because I've been answering this question multiple times. The American people made the decision. There was an election 2 nights ago. There was. And it was.
You guys got cooked.
Was a free and fair election. And we respect the election process. We do. And Americans spoke. And so the job of the president is to make sure we respect that. The job of the president is to make sure that we have a peaceful transfer of power. That is what the American people deserve. And that's what we're going to, it's not complicated. It's truly as simple as that. As simple as that. The president called the president-elect, invited him to the White House. You know why? Because that's customary. That is customary. That is what you do. If you respect what the American people decided, that's what you do. And that's what the president's going to make sure that the Trump transition has what it needs, which is being led obviously by our chief of staff here. Why? Because the president wants to lead by example. It's not complicated. It really isn't. And you know, that's important.
Example is the message to people who are fearful based on what the messaging was about the state.
Well, now you're just twisting everything around in that.
How? You guys called them Hitler. Like you guys literally spent so much time putting fear in people's hearts. That's why the meltdowns happen. Why did the meltdowns happen? Why is there a girl getting in her car and screaming, ah, ah? Why are there people are recording themselves crying like, oh my God. Like why is that the reaction when Trump becomes president? You during your campaign thought that would work. Now people woke up the next day thinking the worst. But guess what? I've gone outside and boy, oh boy, the air smells good outside. It feels good outside. The market is booming. People are talking about peace. It's you. You guys put the fear in people's hearts. MSNBC, CNN, all these different crazy folks putting fear in people's hearts. Now they woke up and they're wondering, wait, why do people feel like that? It's because of you. Because you chose to campaign and tell people that their rights are about to be stripped away. The Project 25, Project 2025 this, Project 2025 that. You thought it would work. And you didn't think about the consequences of that. Well, the consequences showed you that he won the popular vote. He swept the swing states. This blue wall with Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin cooked. The people responded to your fear monger, but there's still a huge amount of people that fear when they wake up. Bro, I got people that I know personally writing things I've never seen them write before. Talking about, oh, I'm praying to God that me and my family are good for the next 4 years because now we got a president and we don't know what's gonna happen. I'm like, what? What are you saying right now? So you can't wonder why people feel like that. People feel like that because of you. Because you put that fear in their heart. And now they're waking up confused. So it's just very disappointing that that's the route that you guys chose to take. Now you got to be held accountable. And then you're trying to shame. Did you guys see? We got to talk about this. It's some of the craziest things in the world. Sunny Hostin yesterday, and she's probably going to get on in a bit to talk more shit about Latino men. Because apparently, let me see if I can find it here. Watch this. This is why I hate all of them.
And finally, we talk a lot about these different demographics and these assumptions of where they're going to go. Latinos in Texas, a district that's 97% Latino, went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
It's on the border.
It's
the border
misogyny.
crisis is on their doorstep.
So
and they were begging people to care about it for years. We need to take some lessons.
That's what that was.
The lessons are not.
Knock. Who's there? Oh my gosh, it's Whoopi.
Did you guys hear that? This is why this woman right here is not liked by a lot of people. She's Puerto Rican, just like me, right? I'm telling you, like, she's like the older version of like AOC. You're telling me that it's sexism? That Latino men decided to vote for Trump because of sexism, misogyny? She's not even hiding it. That's the craziest part. She's not hiding this at all. First of all, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody watching, man. We got 10,000 folks in here. Just want to say thank you, everybody. I kind of wanted to record this real quick just to show people. We talking about the view. We talking about the people. We talking about the election. We're talking about Democrats, Republicans, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys. But, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. Like, she literally got up there and said, no, they're not really voting for Trump. They're just misogynists. They're racist. Pointing these people are about to lose so many more elections if Republicans somehow mess it up, which I hope they don't. Because you have to teach these people a lesson. You have to teach Democrats a lesson. Even in defeat, none of them have grace. In defeat, they got cooked. They lost every single swing state. She didn't even outperform Biden in any county by more than 3%. 0. And your response to that isn't, oh, well, we got to look ourselves in the mirror. We're not really talking to men. Trump is. But your message is instead shaming those Latino men, shaming those black men, and I mean shaming them. And you expect us in 2028 to vote for you? We're never going to forget the way you talk to us after. We're never going to forget what you said. That you really think so low of us that we are voting out of misogyny. We are voting out of sexism. We're voting out of racism. You're saying some crazy shit. So we're looking at you guys like, man, fuck you. We're never going to vote for you. In fact, after these 4 years go, which I'm pretty sure are going to go damn well, I'm going to go look and see, who's next? JD Vance, Tulsi, I hope it's Tulsi Gabbard. So that way we prove your ass wrong. Because if it's Tulsi Gabbard, I'm damn sure voting for that woman. Why? Because she's qualified, because she's smart, because she gets it. Fierce, veteran. Oh, Tulsi Gabbard will kill it. And if it's not in 2028, 2032, 2036, whatever. But I hope that Republicans throw up a woman at some point. And you know what's crazy? What's crazy about this is that Trump responded to all of this. Trump responded to all of this in the best fashion, and we'll close it out with this. Trump said, "Oh, I hate women." Oh, you think I hate women? Watch this. Hold this.
Donald Trump has made his first major decision as president-elect, naming Susie Wiles as his White House chief of staff. In a statement, the president-elect wrote, quote, Susie Wiles just helped me achieve one of the greatest political victories in American history and was an integral part of both my 2016 and 2020 successful campaigns. Susie is tough, smart, innovative, and is universally admired and respected. It is a well-deserved honor to have Susie as the first ever female chief of staff in United States history. I have no doubt that she will make our country proud.
Susie also served as an advisor to Tudor Dixon's gubernatorial campaign, and Tudor joins us now. Good morning to you. So,
we got the first woman chief of staff. Not that I care about identity politics, but when you want to play that game, we might as well play that game. Calling Trump a sexist, misogynist, and paint this picture on the American people why we shouldn't vote for him. The first thing he does is, yo, here you go. Hold these. Hold this right here. Hold this L. He's handing out L's to everybody, one by one. You get an L. You get an L. You get an L. Killed them. Melanie, thank you so much for your $15 donation on Venmo. Anybody sending donations, I want to say thank you very much. Danny Morales, thank you for your donation. We got a long way to go before this guy hits the White House. We got the inauguration. We got more meltdowns. We have caravans. We have what is the United States of America going to look like? We're going to be keeping track on it on this channel. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe right now. I will be on later. Speaking about 15 million votes, I think it was 20 million votes that for some reason 20 million people voted less in the most important election in American history, according to the media. What is that about? Joe Rogan spoke about it. Elon Musk spoke about it. What happened to the 15 additional votes? 15 million to 20 million additional votes that all of a sudden we just disappeared? What happened to those people? Where are those people at? So we definitely got to talk about that. What else do we got to talk about? I want to make sure that we are on track. Yeah, so New York City ending the vouchers. That's going to be crazy. Yeah. Okay, we'll end it with this. We'll end it with this. Michael Cohen. We'll end it here, and then we'll talk about Letitia James later. We got to talk about Letitia James later for sure. But Michael Cohen, this is the best part. Remember, he said that he would leave the country. Remember that?
No problem. Wow. Genius you are. Can we stop with that? I appreciate it. I don't like the stupid turkeys. All right. Let's just knock that stupid shit off, please. All right. I did. I said I was leaving.
What do you think happens to you if he wins?
Well, I'm out of here. I mean, I'm already working on a foreign passport with a completely different name. I don't know how it's going to work as far as dealing with my wife. And then the following day, get that through your dumb heads. The following day, I turned around and I said that there's no chance in the world that I'm leaving my country. Thank you very much. All right? I'm not leaving anywhere. You leave. This is my country.
Nah, that's not what you were saying, bro. Yo, if anybody got to get deported, it's this guy. He said he was leaving. How many people said they were leaving the United States of America if President Trump became president? I know they said it back in 2016. They said it back in 2020, and they damn sure said it in 2024. You guys packed your bags yet? Told you guys. It's all literally a show. Both sides, but specifically these people. It's all a show. Oh, I'm leaving the country. He's coming for me. I'm getting a new passport. I don't know what's going to happen to me. Nothing is going to happen to you, bro. But for, inciting fear in people's hearts, telling MSNBC, I think you should get deported. ICE! Somebody call ICE and get this guy the fuck out of here. This guy right here got to go. This guy, he said he was leaving. He told the world. He made people believe that they should be leaving too. This guy right here should be held accountable. Get him the fuck out of here. People are crazy. This guy is crazy. ICE, where you at? We got him. He's right there. Yo, people are crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. You really, really cannot make this stuff up, because they literally like made people believe that, yo, I'm gonna leave the country. I have to leave the country. They're coming for me, and you should leave the country too. You're not safe. Liz Cheney is another one. Oh, I gotta leave the country. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. Liz Cheney, you could leave. But guess what? I'm gonna ask you this. What's gonna happen to Liz Cheney? What's gonna happen to this guy? Zero. Nothing's gonna happen to you. You're probably gonna have the best 4 years of your life. You're welcome to join us whenever you're getting out of this world that you're in, where you feel that bad things are gonna happen. You're more than welcome to join every American from all different backgrounds, all different ancestry, everybody that loves living here. You're welcome to join us and come back to reality that nothing's gonna happen to your dumbass. All right, excuse my language, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. All right, another thing I want to say, all you white liberals. This is my message to all you white liberals, and I hope somebody screenshots this. All you white liberals that are tweeting out, oh, I can't believe Latino men. Oh, I can't believe you people voted for Trump. You're going to get deported. Why do when you think about Latino people, you think of every Latino person as an illegal immigrant or somebody crossing here illegally? Why is that the first thing on your mind? Oh, Trump is going to be president. Black men should be scared. Are you insinuating that every black man is a criminal? 25% of black men voted for Trump overall. 34% in different counties. That is a huge jump from 2020 when he was just at 15%. Are you telling me those guys are criminals and they should be scared? Are you profiling? What's up with you? What's up with that? That's like me going around and every girl I see that has green hair, oh, you probably got like 5 abortions. I'm not going to think that. Not going to think that. That's a bad example. I'm probably going to think that. But I'm just being funny, guys. Maybe not. But what I'm saying to you guys is white liberals have taken it so many notches up that they have, and it's not just even white liberals. It's literally like black liberals, Hispanic liberals, literally telling other people that you're going to get deported. Why? Why is that the first thing that comes to your mind? So I just think it's funny. A lot of people showing their true colors, where they actually stand, how they actually think about you. And yeah. This is gonna be big, guys. This is gonna be huge. I can't wait for peace around the world. I can't wait to thrive, have a thriving economy. I can't wait to buy my first house in 2025. I'm gonna buy my first house in 2025 because of you guys, because of this movement. I'm gonna buy my first house in Texas, guys. And guess what? In 2028, guess who I'm gonna vote for? And guess how I'm gonna vote? Unless, Republicans go all the way south, right? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of us used to be Democrats and Democrats left us. And we hope that, at least now that the Republicans have control of the House, Senate, and the White House, I hope they don't leave us. But I'm going to buy my first house in 2025 under Trump. I'm going to thrive and make the most money I ever made under Trump. And that's the attitude I think we should all have. I had a speech ready if Kamala won. I threw that speech out in the first 3 hours of when the polls started closing. But I saved all my money and I said, you know what? I'm going to take my ass to Texas. That's my goal. That's my goal. Hopefully it happens. I'm hoping it happens. What was I going to say? I had a speech ready. I had a speech ready and I said, hey, no matter what happens, even if she won, I'm going to try to make this the best 4 years of my life. No matter who wins, even though I would be deeply disappointed that we did this. I was deeply disappointed in New York. We should want change. Things are not going well. And I was ready for it. You have to be ready for it. But when I saw the polls close and I saw the votes start to come in, And you guys saw it. We were on the same live stream. And I was like, this is looking like a landslide. I just didn't want to say it out loud. But I said, yo, this is looking like a landslide. So the housing market, everything, we're going to thrive again, guys. We're going to finally at least have an opportunity to change things. And from what I've seen, I think this is great for all of us. And if you think that for some reason your life is about to be bad and that you're going to lose your rights and all these things are going to happen, you're living in cuckoo land. I've gotten into arguments with friends. I've literally gotten into like hardcore arguments with people that I love and people that I look up to about this election, calling me out my name. They're saying that I'm a sellout. They're saying all these things about me personally. And I said, have you looked at the numbers? 45% of Latinos, 25% of black men. Calling me a sellout? Well, so you calling millions and millions of Americans sellouts for voting for Trump. That's on you. Here you go. Here's this L. Here's this L. And that stuff doesn't faze me because people already paid the price. You guys that voted for Trump in 2016, I was on that side. I understand. I never get mad when people call me names. They'll eventually catch up. People are eventually going to grow up. People are eventually going to have families. People are eventually going to be in their 30s. Though there's things that Republicans may do that I don't agree with, I'll say it. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm a conservative. That's the first time I said that out loud. I'm just a conservative person. I'm a conservative. I believe in Jesus Christ. And that's who I am. And maybe there's different types of that. But I'm not an independent either. I keep saying I'm an independent. Guys, I'm a conservative. That's who I am. It's in my nature. It's who my mom is. I'm not going to run away from it anymore. It's who I am, bro. I'm not Republican or Democrat or nothing. I'm just a conservative person with a lot of faults. And that's it. Not going to run away from it anymore. And I don't care what you think about me. I really don't. It's who we are as a people. And I love this country and I want this country to thrive. And I want people to come here and have the best time of their life. But if we're doing it the way we're doing it, it's not going to work that way. I promise you it's not. Now when we have a homeless crisis, a housing crisis, and people are dying and struggling out here, overdosing on drugs, it's not going to work this way. It's who I am. I'm not going to run away from it, bro. I am a conservative to the bone. And sometimes I may be very liberal on certain things, but I'm very conservative on many things. It's who I am. I'm not going to run away from it anymore. I've ran away from it by saying, oh, I'm an independent. Nah, man, I'm registered conservative. And one of these days, I will be baptized. And one of these days, maybe I'll be preaching the word of Christ. It's the way I wanted. Something has led me to this point. I was a gambler. I was addicted to gambling. I was in the nightlife. I was doing crazy stuff. I know what it's like to be on the other side, but I also know what it's like to want to change my life. Not doing drugs, not selling drugs, not being part of gangs. I know what that's like. And I know what the people around me have gone through and struggled with. My brother's in jail right now, and my father got deported because of his crimes. It's who I am. It's who I've become. It's who my mom raised me to be. I'm not going to run away from it. And I want people to know that just because I'm a conservative and I'm an Hispanic doesn't mean that I won't understand the other side because I come from there. And it doesn't mean that I don't have grace. It doesn't mean that I'm not sympathetic or empathetic, whatever the hell the word is. It's who I am. He got deported back to DR. He did some bad stuff. he was a bad man, and his ass got deported after serving 18 years in federal prison for doing bad things. Paid the price. Now he's back in the Dominican Republic. All right, my mom's Puerto Rican, my dad's Dominican. Well, yeah, guys. Great morning, top of the morning. I hope you guys are good. This was a really long video, but I really do enjoy talking to you guys. I appreciate you guys sending donations. But yeah, man, I grew up in the Bronx. My mom was on food stamps our whole lives. My stepfather was a drug addict, recovering drug addict, but he played a huge role in my life. When people tell me that I'm a sellout or they tell me all these crazy things, I just laugh at them and I say, I can go back to my neighborhood right now. Can you? I go back to my neighborhood, shake people's hands, and they know that what I've done my whole entire life is to uplift them and uplift us, get us out of food stamps and show people that you can do it. And if you want to call me a sellout because of the way I'm voting and the way I'm doing things, you go right ahead. But you're going to be playing yourself. And I promise you, 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't call me that in front of my face. So that's how I respond to the hate. But there is a new movement. Just look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. And all of you guys that paid the price, you guys paid that price back in 2016 when people called you crazy. They called you crazy for being a Trump supporter back in 2016. Remember that? So why would I care about what people say? You guys already paid that price. You guys had to eat a lot of shit from people. There were times where you put on a MAGA hat and people want to fight you. They still do that today. So shout out to those who have been in this movement for a long time. And this movement, literally, bro, this movement is huge. Like, it's not a game. This movement literally changed lives. It changed perspectives. And the craziest part about this is that I still can't get over the fact he won the popular vote. He won the popular vote. He swept the stick. He cooked. Like, I'd never in my life sat for 5 hours and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Bro, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It's like, this guy is about to win, but he's not just winning. He's making a point. We are making a point. The American people are making a point. Thank you for your donations, honey lady. And let's see. Lori, thank you, Lori. My eloquent username, she says, I've appreciated your channel. I hope you can continue to grow and be a voice for common sense and conservative values. Yes, I'll try my best. I'll do it. Promise you. So, yeah, man, this isn't about right or left. It's literally about those who believe in God and those who don't. And even if you don't believe in God, you still have those values, morals, conservative values. And many will argue that Trump doesn't represent those values. But I keep telling people, I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for Trump. Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr., Nicole Shanahan, Elon, Joe Rogan. I voted for everybody. Like, I voted for the team. I voted because Trump has a mixture of Democrats and Republicans, conservative, liberals. He has everybody. He has America on his side. You guys keep thinking this is about one side, Republican. It's just the platform. There's going to be thousands of people. Maybe not this time. I think he's going to cut. He's going to cut the Fed. He's going to cut the government by half. And if he does, that'll be amazing. But I'm voting for the team. And the team has everybody. They all look different. They all sound different. They all come from different backgrounds. They all are diverse mentally. I'm voting for the team. That's the winning team. What team do they have that we were supposed to vote for? Mag the Stallion? Glorilla? Beyonce? The Avengers? Yo, Trump killed the Avengers, yo. By himself. Cooked them. Who's a part of the Avengers? I'm not into these things like that. But the Avengers, who do they have? Iron Man? They have Iron Man. They have, let's see. The Avengers have Iron Man. Hold on real quick. They have the Hulk. They got Thor, Captain America. He killed all of them. Cooked them by himself. Trump versus the Avengers. He actually defeated them. That's crazy. Yeah, he did that. Yo, he exposed the Avengers. Yo, he cooked them. So maybe next time, like I said, look, things change. Hold on. Let me play this. Let me play this real quick.
What he did, I think our country needs Daddy Trump, and what he did, when he became president, our 45th. What he did for 4 years was a miracle. He got us out of a lot of things, and all he wants to do is protect our country. It's like we want to protect our kids and our family. Daddy Trump wants to protect America, and he's going to do it again. I think
Daddy Trump. Yo, this is man. What a time. So, a lot of people, once again, people coming at me. Oh, somebody sent $50 again. Christy, thank you so much for your $50 donation, Christy. I didn't see it. I'm sorry I didn't see it. Thank you for your $50 donation. It really does mean the world to me. But a lot of people, they were like, oh, Lou, you're celebrating this man so much. Why? I'm like, guys, did you not watch what the last 4 years was like? You guys not know, like, there's a reason why I'm talking about this so much, is because you guys spoke so bad about him, about the people around him, his supporters. You guys did that. Now that he wins, you guys are mad that people can't stop talking about the win? Can't stop talking about the victory? Not even just the win, but the way he won. Not only just the way he won, but once again, let's just go through the 48, and then I'll close it out with this, guys. I promise you I will close it out with this. I'm going to close it out with this real quick. I just have to. 48 hours. Number one, a call with Putin to end the Russia-Ukraine war. Ceasefire with Iran. Hamas calls for immediate end to war. China hopes for a peaceful coexistence with America. And New York City ends food stamp vouchers for illegal immigrants. Just like that. Just like that. So yeah. Now we'll see. Look, if Trump gets it wrong, which I doubt that he will, I'm going to be the first one to tell you that he got it wrong. We tried something new and it didn't work. And I'll tell you that straight up. I'll tell you straight up, you know what? This was bad. I doubt that that's going to happen, but I'd be the first one to admit it. And I think a lot of us here would be the first ones to admit it. Hey, you know what? We gave him a chance again. Things didn't go right. You guys were right about that. All right, let's try something else. But if he gets it right, I hope you guys do the same thing. He got it right. He got it right before. He's going to get it right again. And when he does get it right, I want you guys to just say, wow, you guys were right. But I don't think you guys are going to do that. I think, and I'm predicting, that you guys are about to spend the next 4 years counting his every step, forgetting about the good, and you guys are just going to all go in on the bad. Because you need the money. You need the viewership, and it is what it is. And I get it. It's business for you guys. But I believe it's going to be good. And I believe that the people this time he's going to put around are going to do a hell of a job. I just want people to stop dying. I want fentanyl. I want all these deaths to reduce by a lot. I want to figure out what's going on with the missing children. I want to figure so many things out, dude. The Epstein list. I want to figure everything out. And I believe we finally get a chance to do it. And I hope that we do it. And if we don't, you'd hear me. I'd be the first to tell you, man, I was wrong. We're going to see how J.D. Vance does. We're going to see how all these people do. So thank you guys for joining me. I will be back on later. We'll talk about Letitia James, talk about New York City. We're going to be talking about the additional 15 million votes that all of a sudden don't exist anymore. We're going to be talking about a lot more meltdowns and the transfer of power. We're going to be talking about how Democrats are pushing other Democrats to go protest. Guys, why do you think the protests haven't taken off? Even though Democrats have been trying to push for this protest. They were trying to protest. Trump became president. There haven't been that many protests. You want to know why? Because of how much he won by. He swept, and it wasn't a close election, and he cooked. And yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Like I said, stay tuned for surprises. Surprises are always a thing. Don't be surprised about anything. Just stay vigilant and understand this is just the way it works. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.